Welcome Diecast fans. It's time for another Looney Mooney's event, and this time it's an all-Toyota classic event. We've got Big Daddy D, Levi the Legend, Zach Attack, and Traffic Hazard Travis as normal.
That's right, mate. These guys have proven before that they will drive anything crazily, and this time they've decided to just go all Toyotas. So we've got everything from the classic Kiwi Hilux to the tradesman's choice of the Toyota Hiace vans, then the Corolla, and finally the Celica.
For race 1, we're going to kick off with the Hiluxes, and we've got Big Daddy D starting off in the grey, then Travis in the white, Levi in the blue, and Zach in the other white but with the Coke decals. Let's send them up to the top of the canyon and let them loose.
So we've got Big Daddy D and Travis in the front row, Levi and Zach in behind, and we'll see if Big Daddy D can make anything of himself this time round. He hasn't had a very good showing in the other races.
And they're off. Pretty even coming down the first straight as they head into the dipper. Big Daddy D pulls ahead. Oh, there's somebody gone over in the background, but Big Daddy D cruises through for a nice easy victory. Oh, and there comes Levi the Legend. But that looks like Traffic Hazard Travis upside down and Zach stuck in behind. Let's go back to the replay and see what happened.
So Big Daddy D here pulls ahead, and then Levi in the blue Hilux there gets overtaken by Traffic Hazard Travis, but Travis can't hold on to it and flips up onto his side. You see there, he just gets a bit loose. And then Zach kind of gets stuck in there as well, gets flipped around. And well done to Levi for getting around and actually clearing some space and getting out to get into second place. That was a great drive.
Then the tradesman choice of the Hiace van. In the Coke grey van, we've got Zach, Big Daddy D in the black van, Traffic Hazard Travis in the white, and Levi in the plain silver van.
Did these vehicles come with that signage on there, or did these boys organise their own sponsors?
Well, there's definitely no official sponsors, but maybe they just like the branding.
So we've got Zach and Big Daddy D in the front row, Travis and Levi in behind this time. I wonder if Big Daddy D can make it 2 from 2.
And they're away. Oh, and Zach gets pushed across by Travis there in front of Big Daddy D. Can he hold on to the finish though? And he does. Travis makes it through after pushing his brother in front of Big D. Oh, and Big D almost rolls to the finish line. We're going to have to look at the replay to see just what happened there. He did very well considering he was stuck in behind Zach.
Yeah, so that looks like Zach over there. But as we go back to the replay, have a look at the very back there. You'll see Levi slams into the side wall there and actually blows out his tyre and puts him well behind everybody else. And then Zach in the Coke grey van there gets pushed out of the way by Travis, and Big Daddy D shovels him all the way down and somehow clears some space around him. We'll see it on the jump cam here. He's just getting shoveled down, and then Big Daddy D pulls to the inside and almost manages to pick up enough speed to make it to the finish. But Travis, with just a beautiful drive controlling that van, he was at the absolute limit of its capabilities there.
I wonder if the others are going to be looking for some payback after that dirty trick he pulled right at the start though. We'll find out as we move into the Corolla round. Levi takes the orange, Zach in the pink, Big Daddy D in the blue, and Travis in the white.
So we've got Levi and Zach in the front row, and then Big Daddy D and Travis in behind. Be interesting to see if there's any argy-bargy on this one, or if they're actually going to play nice this time.
Well, we're about to find out as they head away. Zach in the pink was in front, Levi takes it back, Big Daddy D tries to get through, he goes over, but Levi almost loses it, but crawls across the finish line, and then there's a big tangle up in behind. Let's go back to the replay and see what happened.
So as we look at this, Levi managed to stretch his legs there. Big Daddy D pushed a little bit too hard, gets himself sideways and into the wall, and that just flips him out. Zach there trying to change his line as he goes through. Whoa, and look at that nose slide by Travis. Bit of a show off. But going back to Zach here, he sets himself up into the outside line and just hugs the wall, but unfortunately Big Daddy D was just in the way. He tried desperately there to get around him, but he just got tangled up at the rear end, and unfortunately Travis crawled in behind and smacked into all of them.
So now we move into the Celica round for the final of the heats. We've got Travis in the number 29, Levi in the lemon yellow, Zach in the white number 4, and Big Daddy D in the pink this time.
So that puts Travis and Levi in the front row and Zach and Big Daddy D in behind.
It's the last chance for the boys to get some points on the board. Let's see what they can do. And they're off. Levi pushing hard. Gets alongside Travis. Overtakes him beautifully. Spins across the finish line very tastily. Oh, and here comes Big Daddy D for second place. Wow, he did great to come from all the way from behind, but the other two boys, Travis and Zach, flipped over. Let's go and have a look at what happened.
So here, Levi just had a superb drive in that lemon yellow car. I don't know what Travis was doing there. He seemed to land very badly, flips himself into a barrel roll. Oh, and Big Daddy D coming through on two wheels there, but obviously manages to hold it together. Look at that, pulls it back down, does a huge spin through here. And then how does he get around these cars? Oh wow, that's a beautiful bit of driving by Big Daddy D there. Coming in reverse, sees both Travis and Zach and just avoids them beautifully. But well done to Levi. That's 2 wins for that young man.
So that puts us into the finals. Levi's chosen the Hilux. Big Daddy D, as second best driver tonight, takes the Hiace. Traffic Hazard Travis takes the orange Corolla, and Zack Attack pulls up the lemon yellow Celica.
Each of these vehicles have won a race so far, so it is absolutely anybody's race at this point. It'd be interesting to see who can take it out.
Levi and Big Daddy D up front, Travis and Zack in behind. Levi pushing hard, gets a bit of a lead on the others. Travis goes over in the Corolla, and Levi takes it. What a beautiful drive from the young man, absolutely flawless. Travis unfortunately going over. Big Daddy D stuck in the people mover in between Travis and Zach in the back there.
Levi with an absolutely superb drive here. He pushed it at the right time, backed off coming into Kahuna Corner and takes it beautifully. Unfortunately, Travis a little bit behind, gave it a bit too many beans coming down there and gets too wild into the corner, but Big Daddy D handles that Hiace like a legend. Controls that spin. It could have easily flipped over and he managed to keep it on its wheels. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get around the other two boys.
Well done, Levi the legend, yet again proving he is a total legend, smashing the others tonight. 3 wins overall, and particularly the big one right at the end. Well done, mate.
Yeah, he did absolutely brilliantly. I mean, these races are something quite different to what normally happens. Different vehicles racing every single race and then a mixed race right at the end. Just keeps things quite interesting.
We hope you've enjoyed it. There's plenty more racing to come from the Canyon. And remember, the next leg of the DIRS is about to kick off at Jackson Pass Speedway, so make sure you catch that one, and then the Canyon next week. But that's enough from us tonight. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We'll see you next time.